Hello, grade 7 students. Welcome back to our arts education class. We are now on our second module in quarter 1 of Art 7, and this will guide you on how to know and understand the characteristics of the arts and crafts from Luzon. This time, you will focus on some examples of architectures, sculptures, and everyday objects from the said place. Our topic is about the majestic architecture and sculpture of Luzon. The sculpture and architecture of Luzon show many aspects of the people's culture, tradition, and history which were handed down from generation to generation. This module will guide you in identifying their characteristics. Please be guided with the following learning objectives. Number 1. Recognize architecture and sculpture in everyday object in highlands and lowlands of Luzon. 2. Determine the characteristic of architectures, sculptures, and everyday object in highlands and lowlands of Luzon. 3. Reflect on and derive the mood, idea, or message emanating from selected artifacts and art objects. And 4. Appreciate the importance of characteristics of architecture, sculptures, and everyday objects in relation to highlands and lowlands of Luzon's culture. Good day, student pilot! Welcome aboard! This flight is bound to the highlands and lowlands of Luzon. My name is Teacher Art, and I am your in-flight service director. Your cabin crew are here to ensure you have an enjoyable lesson on flight today. Please review your flight plan before starting your journey. It is our pleasure to teach you today. If there is anything we can do to make your flight lesson more enjoyable, please let us know. Thank you. We require that you give us your careful attention. Your plane is ready. Try to follow the flight plan which leads you to the different places where you can find some iconic landmarks and objects. Before going to the next places, make sure that you will not use the same path. Good luck! Congratulations! You have reached your destination. Now, let us talk about your journey. Were you able to follow the right path? How? What challenges have you encountered in reaching your destinations? Are you familiar with the things you have enlisted? What are your ideas about them? Good job! As a pilot, you must also know the iconic landmarks and objects from different places as they would often serve also effective visual markers in your travels. Meanwhile, this would help you if you desire to promote tourism as well. Remember, tourists are potential airplane passengers who will serve as opportunity builders for your aviation career. And now, let me introduce to you those things in your list. Unfasten your seatbelt and let me bring you to a tour to the arts and crafts of highlands and lowlands of Luzon. Calle Crystallogo is a narrow and cobbled stone 15th century Spanish street in Vigan, Ilocos Sur, and is considered to be one of the heritage sites in the Philippines. It is lined up with antique houses and shops, leading to the town's 100-year-old churches. Vigan is considered as the Intramuros of the North, which retains the Spanish colonial architecture, a fullness of life on the celebration of Festival of the Arts. The Spanish-type houses in Calle Cristalogo are made of adobe, bricks, lime, terracotta, hardwood floors, and windows of capiz shells framed in wooden windows, panels with huge, high-pitched roofs, large and rectangular living rooms. Whitney Church is a Baroque church that was built in 1873 and can be found in the municipality of Whitney, Isabela. The structure was built entirely of red bricks and done in the style of late Baroque or early Rococo. It has a 4-story bell tower that looks like a wedding cake. It is a Roman Catholic parish church of San Matias Apostol and is considered the most artistic brick structure in the country. Spanish Gate, located in Olongapo City, Zambales, was built in 1885 and served as the entrance to the original Spanish naval station that provides repair, ammunition, supply, and medical support for ships. It has high walls made from locally quarried stone connected to the south gate that faced the waterfront. It was used as a jail during Spanish and American occupation. The San Andres Apostol Parish Church, popularly known as Masinloc Church, is a 19th century Baroque church located at Barangay South, Poblacion, Masinloc, Zambales. The church structure is a standout among the Spanish-era churches in the central Luzon region for having been built with coral stone instead of adobe stone. It has Saint niches, vertical windows, carved niches of the town's patron saint, and has carving of geometric shapes and medallions on the pediment. Its belfry is designed like a circular template with lanterns and cross. Parish of the Three Kings in Gapan City is a Roman Catholic church built in 1800s. It is one of the biggest and oldest churches in Nueva Ecija. It has huge side doorways, with two standing images of their patron saints on both sides, and a mural of the Holy Trinity on the ceiling with the style of Byzantine architecture. The church is made of bricks, adobe, and lime. The Saint Dominic de Guzman Parish Church, also known as Abuque Church, is a 17th century Baroque church located at Barangay Laon, Abuque, Bataan, Philippines. It was built in 1587 and was administered in 1588 by the Dominicans. It is a Renaissance architecture with 5-layer bell tower defined with decorative balusters and ornamented with semicircular arched windows. It has single or coupled Doric columns, 2 saint niches in the main portal and 1 in the center. Bulu is a wooden sculpture also known as Bulu or Tinagtago that represents the rice granary spirits that guard the rice crop of Ifugaos. It is a carved wooden human figure with simplified forms made up from a narrow tree which signifies wealth, happiness, and well-being to the Ifugao. Paiti in Laguna is considered as the wood carving capital of the Philippines. Paiti is popular for the carving culture of saints and other religious images, decorative carvings of floral patterns and geometric designs. Gigantes are big papier-mâché caricatures of humans that represent farmers and fishermen, but according to stories, the original Gigantes were representation of hacienderos during the Spanish colonial period. The Gigantes are rendered as a man or woman in various costumes. Their faces give a commanding look with their hands on the waist. The earliest Gigantes are composed of a father, mother, and a child. It originated in the art capital of the Philippines, the Angono Rizal province. Before we end our lesson, let us try to test your knowledge about the lesson. Direction: choose the best possible answer. Write only the letter of your correct answer on your answer sheets. Number 1. It is located in Olongapo City, Zambales, and was built in 1885 and served as the entrance to the original Spanish naval station that provided repair, ammunition, supply, and medical support for ships. 2. Considered as the wood carving capital of the Philippines, located at Laguna, which is popular for carving of saints and other religious images, decorative carvings of floral patterns and geometric designs. Number 3. A wooden sculpture that represents the rice granary spirit is used in rituals that are performed to call the ancestors, to protect their rice fields from the pestilence, and to ask for abundant harvest. They are big papier-mâché caricatures of humans that represent farmers and fishermen. Number 5. They are puppets rendered as man and woman in various costume, and their faces give a commanding look with their hands on their waist. 6. A Roman Catholic parish church of San Matias Apostol that was built in 1873 in Isabela. 7. A church built through coral stones instead of adobe and founded by the Augustinian Recollects in 1607. 8. One of the biggest and oldest churches in Nueva Ecija that was built in 1800s with a mural of the Holy Trinity on the ceiling. 9. A parish church that has 5-layer bell tower ornamented with semicircular arched windows that has established in 1587. 10. Blank is a narrow and cobblestoned 15th century Spanish street in Vigan, Ilocos Sur, and considered as one of the heritage sites in the Philippines. 11. It was built in 1885 in Olongapo, Zambales, and was used as a jail during Spanish and American occupation. 12. The local term for carving. 13. The place that is considered as the intramuros of the north and where Calle Crystallogo can be formed. And lastly, number 15, it is carved wooden human figure with simplified forms made from a narrow tree, which signifies wealth, happiness, and well-being to the Ifugao. That was impressive. It was good that you were able to answer the assessment very well. Thank you, grade 7 students, for being so attentive. I hope you have learned many things about our lesson. See you next time. Take care always, and bye! Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and please stay tuned for more videos to come.